I'm used to counting money in the crib. But my mama talking shit and my family talking shit. I love my girl, she love.
Like a real TV show. Where did you find this shirt?
It's nice.
Nice.
It is nice.
Oh yeah. The kids are back in town. The boys, the Manzzz, and the Womanzz. We are back, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in. We are the True Vibe Crew.
True.
We are Bizak. What's good? I am your hostess with the mostest. I keep the toastest.
What?
Come on, bro. I'm just trying to work on my intros. I go by the name of Yo Honcho. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. To my right,
I'm Shanti B. How
the
you doing?
beautiful, the talented Miss Shanti B. Give it up for her. Yes. And to my left, he is hip hop. He is the one, the only, Mr. Nova Man Dark. What's good?
What's good? I am not hip hop. I'm sorry.
Yes. Let's talk about this Rocco's Modern Life shirt. What's good with it?
What's good? I found it online when I bought my Static Shock shirt.
You are definitely a '90s baby.
Of course, bro. Yo, there was literally a fight on Twitter
about being a '90s baby.
Yeah, because you know the millennials, Gen Z is like right here next to each other, and so we're millennials. 80s to like 94, 95.
Yeah.
And then 96 starts Gen Z. So the joke was that kids that like our sister Janae, she was born in 98. They're saying like kids that were born in the late 90s act like they're us.
Really?
Yeah, they like, so what they basically try to say was that, so because Gen Z, so all the 20-year-olds, like 19, like the teenagers and 20-year-olds now, they're Gen Z. So basically on Twitter, basically like us, the older people that are like 90s kids and 80s kids, like grew up in the 90s, there's certain things that we experience that a lot of other kids don't. But they were basically trying to say the kids that were born in like 98 and 99 was like, oh, we lived the same life you did. We're like, no, y'all niggas was like,
nah.
Y'all was born like right at the turn of the century.
Yeah.
I was actually in elementary school by the time 2000 came around. So it's like, no, we didn't live the same life.
I was stepping over crack vows.
Bruh. this is why when I was reading through it, I'm like, maybe it's a New York thing. Because I had a conversation with like my friends that's from Harlem and Brooklyn, and we had a little New York 90s talk, and it was funny because like, yo, we all lived the same life. Like everybody, like I know for a fact, you're in your house, there was a wooden thing that had a fucking radio, but it was like 7 things stacked on radio. It was the CD player, the speaker, the thing. Yeah. Every black person has had that in their house, and it always was in the wooden case with the glass thing that you push the door open.
Oh yeah.
See?
Sure.
Wasn't that like a form of entertainment system?
Yeah, it's like an entertainment system. But that's the thing. All black kids had the same memory. We all had that same exact entertainment system with like 7 racks stacked on top of each other, and it was all in a wooden case with the glass that you push the glass open to open it.
Yeah.
Right?
I remember
we were just listing mad shit like, damn, yo, that's crazy that we all lived the same life. But we were all like, some people lived in Jersey, some people lived in California, but it's like it's certain things that when we were growing up, it's like in a black household, it was like the sheets. It's a sheet. It's a comforter. It's remember it's like a purple green weird like design comforter. Every black person has this comforter. We had that comforter. We don't have it no more. But when we was kids, I remember the comforter. Somebody sent the picture. I'm like, I had that shit. And everybody was like, yo, my mom had that. Yo, everybody's like, yo, it's certain things that as a 90s kid we went through. And they were like trying to like argue like, oh, the kids that were late 90s, they try to act like us and try to talk down to like the younger kids, like, oh, y'all wasn't around, and we looking at them like, nigga, you was just born, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Like they was like, oh, the Blue's Clues thing, Steve from Blue's Clues did a whole message.
Alright, well don't mess up all of our topics.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know that was a topic.
Yeah. Anyways, thank you for pressing on our face. This is the True Vibe Crew. This Vibecast actually is brought to you by our local weed man, who today provided us with some OG Kush. So that's what we lighting up today. So this is your chance. Yes, this is your chance right now to light up with us, smoke with us.
However you buy.
Miss Shanti B, fix our chakras today. Let it. Because we about to light this bud, but I want you to fix our chakras.
Whatever you do, whether you light up,
there you go. Talking to the
or you just chill, you vibe out, however you find your peace. Find your peace right now. Join us in a little Life High series.
Those were classic words brought to you by Miss Shanti B. And
this is the strain of the day.
Strain of the day.
Strain of the
You bringing that back?
Gotta bring it back. I'm gonna make it. Watch. I'm gonna go to the studio and record all of these things so that it'll be like a button and it'll just be like strain of the day. Strain of the day.
That would be good.
That'd be fine.
I'm gonna do that. Watch.
So we went on a mini vacation, guys.
Word.
Our last episode was a few weeks ago.
Yes.
We are back recording. It is our 9/11 weekend,
Yes, it is.
and we want to send out.
My birthday week.
Oh yes, shout out! Happy birthday! Bullet. What did you do for your birthday?
Booyah shot.
On my actual birthday, I worked.
Really?
My birthday was on a Wednesday. It's like, what are you doing on Wednesday, bro?
Shit.
So,
something that you wanna do.
but you're right. I just went to work though because my weekend was pretty eventful. Friday, me and this guy right here.
You already know.
We went to go see.
Show?
We went to. Don't say
That's the hate. That's the hate. When they say little, that means it's hate.
Shanti B is a hater because she was not invited.
Uh-huh.
So, me and this guy right here, we went to go see Roman.
You already know the Samoan god, Roman Reigns.
And we got so many surprises. It was lit.
It was lit.
It was pretty lit. Our section was cool. The people that we were around were cool. It was a lot, but we had a get up section, which was pretty annoying. Everybody had to keep getting up.
Excuse me. Walking to the side, it was disgusting.
It was the worst.
But shout out to WWE for putting on a good show. We had a great time. Shout out to Steve who came through, who told me that I should know him when I see him.
That was funny.
Because he was sitting in the front row.
He was sitting in the front row.
He was front row. He was front row Steve. He was section 100.
He just didn't want people to know he had black friends.
Facts. He did not want the black friends to be known. Nah, but it was dope.
It was dope.
We had a lot of
That's
fun.
nice.
It was a weird experience because we haven't been able to do something like that in so long.
Yeah.
So it was like I had goosebumps at certain points where it was just like, yo, I can't believe like we're back to this. Like
Madison Square
this is
Garden.
crazy.
Madison Square Garden was sold out,
Yeah,
so
it
you
was.
know what it looked like.
Madison Square Garden was sold out. The amount of noise, like people were like, just, you could tell like people was just happy, like yo, fuck, like we're outside, we're able to enjoy something with like people next to me, like I don't gotta be masked up and
Fucking
be
COVID.
afraid. Like everybody would like the vaccination, the way they did it, entry was beautiful. It was very smooth and seamless.
Right in.
But it was just like it was just great to see people like having fun. Because you a hater.
You a hater. No,
hater.
first of all, I just want to get this straightened out the way. The reason that Shanti B is smoking her own joint is not because she's not vaccinated.
I'm not.
And the reason why me and Nova is sharing the joint is because we are vaccinated. But that is not what's really happening.
But
it
that
just shows.
is what's happening. What the fuck you lying about? We being responsible.
Are you vaccinated, Ed?
No. I'm
Why
not
aren't you?
vaccinated.
Why aren't you vaccinated?
Because I have antibodies right now. I survived COVID, but you know,
Woo.
much respect to you know, those out there who's dying. It's not a gloat, you know. Yeah, it's really sad out there. It's a terrible, terrible feeling.
Yeah, I know the feeling. I was kind of sick too.
Yeah. And you had your first shot, so.
Oh
you
yes,
know,
I got my first shot and still
Yeah.
got sick.
Still caught
So
COVID.
it's weird.
And
Shout out
and I
to
was the last one to catch
But
it, so
let's- but let's-
somebody gave it to me.
But let's remember, the vaccine is not a cure. You can still catch COVID with a vaccine the same way you can still catch the flu with the flu shot. Same thing.
Because there's different strains.
So Miss Shanti B, what have you been up to since our well, we just said, you know, you described your little COVID experience, but what have you been on since we've been on our mini vacation?
Well, yeah, just chilling, working, vibing.
Being sexy.
Get a room.
Getting my life together, paying this debt down,
There you
just,
go.
you know, staying focused on, you know, the path ahead, whatever that may be. I'm just doing my micro goals right now, so it's just to get each credit card paid off. You know, I don't want nobody telling me no. I want to go and say, I want that. And they'll be like, yeah, have it.
Well, you
know?
can still do that. You just gotta get a dude that's gonna be with you at this point, and he
Bye,
gotta be an
I'm
old
done.
man.
Yeah, let me go to the sugar daddy. Any
Like, just
sugar
you a sugar
daddies.
daddy. You can point where you want
the
to.
chick we seen in the mall that day.
I'm not gonna talk
Oh
about
my
the chicken
God.
and all that.
That was hilarious.
We've been off for a while, like we were telling you guys. We had been through mad stuff since then. We're not gonna get into all of it right now, but we will eventually because we are back. Goddamn it,
We are back.
We are goddamn back. But one thing did happen since we was going there. I do want to discuss. It has to do with music. My boy Drizzy Drake dropped the album.
Not your boy.
Oh no, my boy.
No.
So shout out to Drake.
It's my boy.
Boy.
Kanye dropped his album Donda, and J. Cole dropped his album.
Whoa!
J. Cole dropped an album?
You ain't hear J. Cole's album?
Off season.
Oh shit, I still didn't listen to that.
See? Oh, look at
It's
that.
so fire.
How you don't do your homework
I
for the
listened to
pod?
that album
I
like
feel
50
like-
million
I
times
feel like-
already.
I literally feel like Rory with the Chance album. I completely forgot about J. Cole's album.
Well, you know, it's
That's
gonna live forever, so.
I'm gonna give it a listen. You know what? When I go home tonight, I'm gonna give it a listen while I clean.
All right, well, I thought that we all listened to all three, and I have a secret. I only listen to like 3 songs from the Kanye album.
I didn't listen to Kanye's album at all, and I'm
So-
the biggest Kanye fan here.
Look at that. So one doesn't hurt to seem to compare, so that's what I
It was
really
just
wanted
like
to
a
come
big
to do.
chant, the whole album. It was chanting. It's like,
It's like choir music.
yeah, and it was like this. Like if he said, "I have a hat on," he said it 50 times.
I have a hat on. He has a
Like,
hat on.
it was just like weird. What kind of demonic shit are you drawing me into? I'm done.
Nah.
First of all,
got out of there.
I'm the only one that wears hats around here. You gotta take your hat off.
What?
I'm just saying, I'm the hat guy on this
This guy.
podcast. I'm the hat guy on this
What was the
podcast.
NBA finals that year?
Oh, this was the finals this year.
this
This is
year.
Phoenix Suns.
Oh, it wasn't.
Oh no, it wasn't the Lakers. Yo, your hate game is so real, very funny.
I thought it was the Lakers.
All right, you
I
thought
was
it was
like,
the
where's the
Lakers.
yellow
No,
and
okay,
purple?
where's your Clippers?
Yeah,
Where
but
was
they
your
were.
Clippers?
But,
She was a
but they
Warriors
were
She
the best.
was a Warrior fan.
There was nobody else in the Warriors to be a fan of.
Oh wait.
Steph Curry was
so
there.
Steph Curry played all year. What are you talking about? Your favorite
There
player?
was there was
He's your-
nobody to
Steph
play.
Curry's your
I
favorite
believe
player,
in
bro.
sinking and unity. Once you
Oh,
break that apart, that's
So you was
so
a-
she's a bandwagon
So
jumper.
you're a
Yeah.
Clipper fan. So was your Clippers in the finals? Have they ever made the finals in their careers?
it. Whatever.
All right, let's get back to what
A
we
lot of
were
people
saying.
ain't make the finals in their careers and they still good teams.
Well, my guy made the finals 10 times.
Well, okay.
Mm.
And that how many times did he win the championship?
4 times, but that's neither
4
here.
times. That's not
nor-
even 50%, nigga.
She's actually right. It's 40%.
Yo, mind your business. This has nothing to do with you. You're a Blazer fan.
Like
When was the last time they went to the
60 or
finals?
70,
We just
you
went to the
know?
conference
Listen,
finals.
I'm not talking about this right now. If y'all want to hear about sports talk from Yo Honcho, Let's Argue is on YouTube right now. See that plug
Let's
right
Argue
there?
will actually be back pretty soon.
Let's Argue will be back with season 2, baby.
And I might be able to join soon.
Yes, go. Season 2. Let's Argue. Let's go. Anyway, so Drake album. Let's all talk about how we felt about it.
Certified.
Certified Lover Boy out right now. All streaming
Who's going
services.
First? Who's going
I'm
first?
going first. So I woke up Saturday morning. You know, I was getting comfortable. Playing NBA 2K, the early version, because we faded, so we get early versions. Okay, so I popped on Drake, and to no surprise, fire, bangers, hits, hate from Shanti B.
Hate?
Hate. That's all. It was all hate from you from
Why
the
would I
beginning.
hate?
All right, number 1, right?
Shouldn't you let her discuss her views on the album?
Yeah, but I want to talk about my views.
So
It's
then
not-
so
it's not-
bring
yeah,
me
so-
into it.
yeah,
Because I was leveling
Because
out
we-
everything.
You
Hold
were
on.
You was doing the timeline.
The timeline
before
because
explaining the
it was
timeline.
like I pressed play.
Mm-hmm.
It was fire,
Mm-hmm.
fire,
Mm-hmm.
fire.
Okay.
Then I'm like, okay, he did it again. Then I
Alright.
said, okay, the boy is back. And then I heard a little bit of the Manzzz. And then all of a sudden I heard hate. and it was coming from over here. But okay, so
All right, let's do this.
the album was dope. He started off exactly where I wanted him to. He was rapping. He was rapping. He was singing.
Mm-hmm.
And he also added some hits. Of course, he stole a little bit of flows from Party. We heard a little Party in there. You see? I can't just discuss Drake album in peace.
Discuss it. Discuss it.
go
Just
ahead.
keep going.
All right, cool.
Everyone
So
will have their chance.
after I heard the album, I set with it. I just want to say, it's a nice piece of work.
Mhm.
He did a great job,
Mhm.
and it's at least top 3 in Drake's
Catalog.
I just wanted to see Nova's face when I said that. Top 3 in Drake's catalog, and I'm taking Scorpion out. That's it, and I just want to say this is just Yo Honcho's takes. So
Yo Honcho's takes and views are those of Yo Honcho only.
Okay, so I think Certified Lover Boy is top 3 in Drake's catalog.
What do you give it out of 10?
Why do you give it top 3? And then after you say why that.
I give it top 3. Why? Sequence, beats chosen, and he decided to mix it up at the right. He didn't give you this singing, this is rapping. No, it all flowed together. It all told one story, and he even ended it with fire. The feature was right. I was mad there was no Cardi feature. I was mad there was no Nicki Real feature. He really didn't have a lot of women on there. I was looking at least for a Janae Aiko. She's on everything. She's in the Frosted Flakes commercials. Goddamn, I'm like, is that Janae?
She's on everything.
She's on everything.
She puts her signature on everything.
Yes, and it's just weird, but I really enjoyed the album, and I give it top 3. Sequence, beats, production, storytelling. It wasn't a lot of dissing on there. He talked about his son a lot. I thought that was dope. And he gave me stuff I could write down, and he gave Girls to Shake Their Ass 2 songs.
Okay.
So what is it out of 10?
Out of 10, I'm going 8.
Okay, that's a good read.
And it wasn't a lot of songs, and I love the anticipation.
It was a lot of songs.
Why can't you give it a 10? What's the negative
I
about
can't give it a 10 because it's too much Future on there.
They help Future pay his child support.
I know,
That's
but
what they do.
I don't want to.
songs.
I don't want to hear Sierra's Baby Father anymore.
Yeah.
It's 2 songs, bro.
Like I got you, bro. We understand, but I'm too sexy for this
That's your
track.
favorite shirt.
Too sexy for this
That's
guy.
your favorite song.
Too sexy for this.
That's your favorite
I be
song.
bumping that in the shower. But yo, when you get out the shower,
That probably looks crazy.
Yo, that's why I just started laughing.
Are you
He probably be like,
up?
I
Yeah,
be
like.
sudsy, like I'm too
Ew,
sexy.
and you can roll down your beehole. The suds is going down his
that's
beehole.
disgusting. Come on, I didn't need that visual.
You could have a
So
slippery
8
ass.
out of 8 out of
8 out of 10,
and top 3 in Drake's
top 3 in Drake's catalog. It's better than Donda, and
Okay.
You didn't even listen to that.
I don't have to. I listen to 3
Do not
songs.
say it's better than J. Cole's album because you would be terribly wrong.
Next to J. Cole's album, which I give a 9.5 out of 10.
Wow.
That was really good.
Shit, I gotta listen to this.
J. Cole's album was really good.
So if I listen to this album,
It's-
if it's not 9.5 worthy, I'm coming back next
No,
week
it is.
roasting.
No, it's 9.5.
I will roast his album.
He chose BC, didn't talk about high school, and he really sounded like he's like the new Nas.
Yeah, he does.
Alright,
He sounds like he's the new
I gotta
Nas.
listen to this.
That's why I think that's why I was so drawn to it.
Yeah.
Because I got a new Nas.
She's a Nas stalker, guys.
So it's like
She stalks
when
Nas.
I listened to it, I was like, holy shit. He's tapping into spirituality, he's tapping, but this is about Drake, so it's about
No, because we went from positive, right? Because I'm positive. We're gonna go to negative.
No,
You
I'm
sure?
not negative. Let DJ.
No,
Because,
you
no, because I really don't have much
I want to
to
hear.
say.
No, that's what.
That's
So I have
exactly.
a lot to say. So you you could talk.
How did you feel about it? Because you listened to it how many times?
I'm
Twice?
not a Drake fan like you guys, so I'm not probably like
You listen-
politically
you listen-
correct when
you
he goes
listen-
hypocritically correct, like when I say the new
you
word.
listen with neutral ears.
I listen with neutral ears. So what I heard in the album was a lot of complaining about the industry.
Which he always does.
I know he always does that, but and
lot of
I
bitching.
also look for artists who I could connect to. I feel like a lot of his songs are like the power of the tongue. It's like when I sing his shit, it's like the fuck. I'm not rich. Like, you know what I mean? He speaks about rich shit all the time. So
Which Jay-Z and Kanye did.
in one album, not all the time. Jay-Z spoke for the streets.
Watch Your Throne was 12 songs of We're Rich
Yeah,
and
but
You're
we're
Not.
not talking about that.
They even took apart a car and put it back together on TV. I'm sorry.
That was really good. They took apart a Maybach.
That was-
I can't take apart a scooter.
That's some of your fucking business. You think Jay-Z and Kanye took the car apart themselves?
They paid people to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't pay somebody to take apart my
Well,
scooter.
I'm sorry.
Continue.
Well,
Speaking of Mike, damn it.
So it was a little frustrating for me because what I was expecting because he kept saying lover boy, lover boy, lover boy. I was expecting some really great features from some really great R&B artists.
So the artwork fooled you with
like,
the pregnant girls.
Yeah, like it was like
it was R&B album.
I thought it was gonna be an R&B album. I thought that we were gonna get some type of like what I would have did if I was Drake. Why I can't give it the ratings y'all did because of the advertisement and the connection to the music. For me, I give it like a 7 or 6.5 because you threw me off, and you know it's like almost like if I told you this was what's your favorite drink? Whiskey. Say I get whiskey and I put Patron in there and I told you it was whiskey. You like Patron too, right? Yeah. But you could spit that shit out because it's disgusting because you was expecting whiskey. So for me, that's how I felt. It was like, fuck, I wanted him to do a feature with fucking Chris Brown. I wanted him to do
Chris Brown
I wanted
feature?
him to do like I want to hear like a verses, like we in this verses era. Then he could have like it could have been a male. It could have stayed how it was, but have like a couple of songs with a male and female reaction, like talking back and forth to each other in the song, kind of like a Drake talk shit. He could have Janae Aiko. She talked shit. They could have been talking shit about a relationship experiences, male's perspective, female perspective. I thought he was gonna give us something a little bit more than what he gave us. Because I've heard this Drake before, so it was just like, I wanted to hear something a little bit more creative as far as features.
Okay, but I'm gonna say, I'm gonna just throw him some, you know, because he's not here to protect himself.
What? He don't need to protect our poor.
He's not here to protect himself from your hate. But if you listen to the album, he even explained it. He was saying, when you respond to girl songs, your song will become more weak. So basically, that's what the critics say. When Drake do stuff like how you want him to do, the critics destroy him for it. That's why the second half of Scorpion, they kind of killed it. So he basically wanted to put more rapping on it, not only for the critics for that, but also because J. Cole just dropped and Kendrick is coming.
It's just like you was walking around with a heart in your head for so long. I thought we was going to really get some fucking bangers, like
don't talk about his heart.
So I feel that's where you got mixed up.
Yeah.
So what he did promotion wise was what he was supposed to do. If the album is called Certified Lover Boy, yes, I'm gonna fucking cut a heart in my hairline. It's called Certified Lover Boy. That's the name of the album. That doesn't mean that's what the album. That's not what you're gonna get, but that's just the name of the album. Mm-hmm. So yeah, he promoted it the way he was supposed to. He had the whole Nike thing last year when the album was supposed to drop with the hearts, the Nike Air with the hearts. He had the heart shirts with the Nike shirts. He had the heart socks.
And thanks to Pusha T, it was all ruined.
No.
He's a ruiner. No. Didn't Pusha T ruin the
No, you're thinking about Adidas. I said Nike.
No, but remember he's supposed to do the Adidas run for the album and everything, and then Pusha T kind of messed up the Adidas thing. So what album was that for? That was for Scorpion?
That was his kid.
No, but that's what I'm saying. It was supposed to be the rolled out for the album.
Like 2-3 years ago.
So that was the Scorpion album that was for?
Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry. I thought that was for this album. Continue.
Bro, that beef was 3 years ago.
I smoke a lot. Drake been dissing these niggas for years.
But what he did for that was what he was supposed to do. He did the merch, but the thing is that the album didn't come out when it was supposed to. So all the advertising that you missed happened when the album was supposed to originally drop 9 months ago. So you missed all the stuff that actually went with the album because we didn't get none of that because the album just now came out. 9 months ago, Nike did a whole Drake CLB line. They had shirts, socks, hats, everything. Album didn't come out though. So you missed that part. You probably didn't even know that even happened. You ain't seen nobody with it because Nike dropped it and people bought it and they was reselling.
I was about to say nobody. I never seen
nobody with it. They was reselling. I know people that got the socks, but that's it. I've never seen nobody with a shirt.
I've never seen anyone with it.
Because it sold out quick and people reselling it because the album never came out. So people was like just making money. But yeah. So in terms of my take, I'm the longest running Drake fan on this panel. Yeah, I introduced you to Drake and you said Drake was trash. Remember that. The longest running Drake fan on the panel. Been listening to Drake since Drake started rapping. Album was good. Album was too long. We don't need 20-something songs from.
Oh, it was 20-something songs?
It's 20-something songs.
But it didn't feel like 20-something songs.
It does. It gets long, bro. It gets long.
Pause.
If you're listening, like I listen the same way you said you played. You listen to it while playing 2K. That's how I listen to it.
Yeah.
Bro, I play like 4. I'll play like 2.5 games, and you know we go through games quick. I played 2.5 games and the album was still on, bro.
Damn.
It's kind of long. It's kind of long, and some of the songs didn't need to be on.
Yeah.
Truthfully, it's something with the artists now that they keep doing all these damn songs, and they don't realize that if you take out 4 or 5 of these songs, your album would have been perfect. You would have had a 10 out of 10 album. Everybody does that for some reason. Chris Brown did it.
But I think it's
album
not to cut you off. I think it's just to satisfy fan bases.
I think it's the streaming. It's just streaming.
Yeah,
it has nothing to do with fans. It's just streaming.
Well, it used to be the satisfied.
Yeah,
fan
it used to
base.
be the
You have to
satisfied
put a girl song,
Yeah.
a hard song, pause. You know, a dance song.
party
That's
song.
how it was back in the day
You
for
got your
us.
number one single type song, but now they're putting too much music. It's too much. It's not
The
necessary.
streaming.
I wonder
is
why.
good. The streaming.
It's
bit.
streaming. It's streaming. It's
Oh.
I know why they do
Yeah.
it, but it's just like for me, it's like you're fucking up your album. Like,
The longer you stream, the more money you make.
yeah.
Mm.
And because if I have 20 something songs, and if
Oh,
everybody's
that makes
listening to
sense.
20 something songs, that's 20 something songs.
Where are we gonna
streams.
go with this? Like, how far
It's-
can this be pushed?
It's gonna keep going.
We
Where?
not
though?
even.
It's
we're
gonna
not even
self-destruct in a
touching.
minute.
We're not even touching the surface. Of it.
Yeah, because we don't even know
No,
how
I'm
much
just talking
streams
about the
cost.
idea. I'm just talking
They still
about
don't
the
know.
idea.
They still
of
don't know
it.
how much.
The idea of it. Once you transcend this space, like, where the fuck are you gonna be? Like, what the fuck else are we gonna be doing?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Like, that's weird. Like, technology is strange.
They're gonna be soon. They're just gonna like beam it into your head.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're gonna be
beam
like
music.
sticking shit to
Yeah,
your
like you
head.
could just be like, play Drake and it'll start.
Oh,
playing Drake.
hell
It'll play
no.
Drake in your ears.
Oh no.
You know what's crazy? Kanye just dropped the album that we ain't hear it. There's nothing on the album. It's
Yeah,
just Kanye.
stupid.
No, for real.
He had a video. I swear, one of his videos to his thing is a blank screen.
I told you.
And I thought the TV was broken at work. I was like, oh shit, that TV is. It was a blank screen.
Nah, that's stupid shit that Kanye does.
He's a weirdo.
He's
That's
too
some shit.
strange for
It's
me.
weird.
But yeah, album was good. It was too long. Too long. Standouts for me, "Race My Mind" is a great song. The way they sampled Dead Presidents, and then he sampled the melody from Rick James. Fire, good combination. I'm a music guy, so that caught me immediately. I was like, that's fucking beautiful.
Yeah, that's why we letting you break down the hip hop portion of this shit.
That was fucking beautiful. "In Too Deep" is a hard song.
I hate that
I
song.
love that song. I like the transition. That's the one where
I like Girls Like Girls.
Yeah, that's the best song on the album.
Girls is it's not the best song.
Yes, it is.
It
Girls
is
Want
not.
Girls is the best song on the
It
album.
is not. It is not. The Remorse
It's like top
the
5.
Remorse is better
Oh,
than that.
it's
The
no.
Remorse is
you're right.
better than that. "Race My Mind" is a way better song than that.
Yeah.
The joint with little is it Dirk?
Yeah, Dirk is. Yeah, that
The one
joint is
with
fire.
Dirk is way better than "Girls Want Girls."
Way destruction. Yeah. You're
I
right.
think it's called "In the Bible."
All right, fine. So it's a top 4 song.
Yeah, it might be a top 5 song, but that's not the best song.
Yeah.
But yeah, the remorse. He went off. He went off.
He was putting bars on everything.
For me, as a Drake fan,
The longest.
the
10-year
longest 10-year Drake fan
sitting
on
here
this
today.
panel, it was a Drake album.
Beg to differ.
It was a Drake album.
I never said Drake was right.
He definitely did. I played this dude. I played him a song off of "So Far Gone," and this nigga said Drake was whack.
Oh.
And then when "Best I Ever Had" comes out, yo, this guy's great. And I'm like, dude, you just told me 2-3 months ago he sucked.
Mm.
Yeah.
First of all, the
Yeah.
way, it's all about presentation. If
Nah.
somebody brings something to you, right? If you love cake, and I bring you a devil doll, you're like, I don't want that shit. But if you bring me cake and it's from Bake My Cake, no, this is not a ad.
That made no
But if you
sense.
bring me Bake My Cake, I'm like, yo, this shit good. I'm gonna still eat the devil dog, but it ain't as good as the.
That made no sense.
Yes, it does. You
But it's
present
not-
it.
I literally said, yo.
That's salty.
I'm like, yo, I've been listening to this dude for a whole year straight.
It wasn't a year.
It was a year straight. Because bro, I was listening to Drake at 14. I didn't bring Drake to you until I was 15, 16, before So Far Gone dropped.
You are not the.
And I told this dude, he's just mad. He's mad because he
mad.
knows it's true.
He's spicy.
He's mad. You know why? Because I discover all the best music acts, and he doesn't.
Oh my God!
This is a
What is your Drake rating, please?
My Drake rating.
discovered
He's
the
just mad.
artist.
He's mad.
I discovered you.
You did it.
Yes, I
You did
did.
not discover.
I discovered you. I put you in the booth before everybody knew who you was.
You did it.
I made you hot. Let's not forget.
You definitely did.
Yes, I did. When you needed my cosign.
This guy.
Yeah, Miss Shanti.
He's a nobody.
I was on the tracks before him. He ain't know. Nah, but what's your Drake rating?
My Drake rating, I am giving it an 8 out of 10.
8? He took all of that and gave it an 8.
It was too long. Once again, there's too many songs. A lot of those songs was trash.
How many songs was good and how many songs was trash?
I can tell you right now because I liked them on the app.
What app?
Spotify.
Which hour podcast is on?
It sure is.
All streaming. Please. Thanks to all the YouTube people who for tuning in. All the YouTube people who get to see this beautiful queen sitting next to us. This hip hop legend right here sitting next to us. And the hostess that keeps the toasters that's always got the I'm not going to rap.
Kick about the
Kick about the class.
Kick about the class.
Alright, give us the songs.
1, 2. You said good. How
Good
many
songs.
How many good songs?
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
If you say 10, the song you should give it more than an 8.
No, that's half.
It's
It's 22 songs, bro.
If you could play 10 songs off the
It's
album, I think it's really good.
Yeah, if this album is 11 songs, not a 20-song
That's
album.
20-song album.
You're thinking about
I
old.
think it's
You're
21 or
thinking
something.
about it's like 21, 22 songs. This dude's somebody. If you can play 10 songs, that's why I said if he cut the album, it would have been a perfect album. There's songs on there that he didn't need. I literally
But
just
is
said
it
that.
like the streaming like? See, for instance, you streaming. Okay, if you put more music on an album, people stream to the end, so you get more streams. But what about if you make a really good album of 8 banging songs, and people can listen to it over and over again?
You would need more people to listen to it, and you would need those same people to listen to it more times.
And you need less Shanti B's going, yo, this shit trash.
Because
Yeah.
No, because think about it.
Ooh,
Say Shanty B drops a fire 10-track R&B album.
Which
right?
I would love. I've been
It would
telling
be
her to do
fire.
Like Tiana Taylor.
10 like Tiana Taylor dropped a 10-song album.
Yeah.
That's it.
And every
Drake
song
dropped-
was fire.
Drake-
Maybe only
Drake-
one I didn't
Drake
like.
dropped 20 songs. Drake dropped a 20-song album. Drake dropped a 20-song album. Tiana Taylor would need way more people to listen to her 10 songs than Drake would need to listen to the 20 songs because he has 10 more songs on his album.
But what
than she
if
does.
people get tired of listening to those songs? What if they only listen to 3 now, but they're listening to whole 8? That's what I'm thinking of.
You mean like replay value?
Yeah, that's not streaming?
It is, but still.
But is it streaming like if you stream the whole album, doesn't it count? Or does it count
No,
like
every
if
song by
each song? It's each
Each
song.
song. So that's what I'm saying. What if people only like the 6 or 7 songs and only stream those? But Tiana Taylor has 10 songs and they stream all 10
But you're
all
saying-
the
you're
time.
talking
Like
about-
what if like how we used to play albums back in the day from the
From
beginning
front to back.
to the end?
No
You
one
never
does that
really
anymore.
skip
They
the
pick out the songs
But
they
some
like
people
and play.
really probably do.
So what you? So
if
what,
it's a good album.
So this is what I'm saying. Tiana Taylor only has 10 songs. If a million people keep listening to her 10 songs, it's still a million people listening to her 10 songs. Drake has 20 songs. If Drake has a million people listening to 20 songs, he's still getting more streams. He has double the amount of songs.
Booyaka, booyaka.
He has 20 songs to her 10 songs.
In the beginning. But at the end, when people start to get hip to, I don't think I
It's
maybe
still,
it's
no,
not
I understand,
not
I
the
understand
right.
exactly what you're saying. But remember, you still have a 20-song album that everybody has to listen to one time. You have to listen to all 20 songs to figure out what songs you like. Tiana Taylor still has 10 songs. So even if you listen to Drake's album once and you're like, I only like 2 songs of the album, you still listen to 20 songs. And now you're still listening to the 2 songs you like over and over and over and over and over.
And another person got another.
Another person might listen to Drake's whole album all the time and just put it on play.
Another white girl just might pick all the songs out
And put it on her playlist and just plays it all the time.
See, it's still the same thing. Even if you don't like the song with Future, that don't mean he don't like the song with Future. So
but
five
these
songs
same
he probably
things
like.
you're saying applies to another person's
Exactly,
album,
the same
regardless
thing.
of how.
Yeah, it applies to
Yeah, I mean-
everybody.
So Drake is just gonna get more plays.
Yeah,
than
Drake is
Tiana
gonna get
Taylor.
more plays
Just
over-
take that out your head.
Off of
It doesn't matter if she
one,
had-
the amount of people who actually
It doesn't
listen
matter
to
if you
him.
had Jay-Z
more
on
than-
every track. There's nobody listening to Tiana Taylor as we speak.
I'm not
Everyone's listening. I'm just letting you know that because you're talking about.
sensitive.
Because she's like,
Yeah.
oh, Tiana Taylor will have 10 joints and he has 20 joints. That means that no, listen, everybody's streaming Drake.
Oh, you
as we
taking
speak.
this personal? Okay,
Yeah, because I'm
forget
sick
it.
and tired of you.
Okay,
Sick and
lover
tired.
boy of Drake.
That's right. I'm the longest Drake tenured.
Whatever. Next.
Anyway, this is a beautiful 9/11 weekend. We all had a great time. And we want to say shout out to all the firemen and everybody who lost their lives, all of the first responders, all of the people who tried to get in the building and get people. It was just a very tragic thing. 9/11, never forget, and we always send our love and prayers and out to everybody who lost lives and loved ones. And so 9/11 for me was weird because, and I know we just jumped right out the Drake thing, but Miss Shanti B was getting out of there. 9/11 for me was weird because I was mad young. I was in high school. So when the bombs went off, I think I was cutting class. When the planes went off, because I called them bombs, so I think that shit got exploded, but that's neither here nor there. When the planes hit, I was cutting class. I was in school, but I wasn't in class. So I heard
there was no bombs in the planes.
Class. This nigga went to school
there
to
was
not
no
go to
bombs
class.
in the planes.
But so yeah, I was in school and we heard about it. They tried to lock us down, but I was one of the bad kids.
That
so
story is hilarious.
yeah, they tried to lock us down. Nobody could leave the school. Nobody could leave. And me and my friends was like, hey, bro, please. And we got out of there.
No mustache having.
With
Whiskers like a rack of the beans you whack.
That's neither here nor there. And we thought she was not supposed to be hip hop. You see what I'm saying?
It's because it's Manzzz.
Okay. And so 9/11 was weird for me because I was young. I was in school. I was nonchalant about what was going on. I didn't care. It was almost like the building got hit. I'm like, yeah, but how do I get home?
Wow.
So for me, I had to get older to realize what it was, do a lot of research on it, listen to all the conspiracy theories of the Bushes and the loose coin documentaries and loose change, whatever it is.
It's not an ad.
And this is not an ad. And all of the crazy bullcrap that goes on with 9/11. But I got older and I used to make fun of the 9/11 buildings. I used to scream all buildings matter and crazy shit. But then when you sit back and you realize the severity of the complications of the people that had the cancer afterwards, all of the people who died, the jumpers from jumping out of the building. It's just crazy when you put it all together. And I want to say I'm sorry for making light of it. And I'm here to right my wrongs and say my prayers are with everyone. So I wanted to ask you guys, what was your 9/11 experience, Nova Man? Because you was younger than me.
I was a child.
Exactly.
I was
So
like
how
in
did?
third grade. I had
So
no idea what was going on. No one knew.
Yeah.
And I went to school in the Lower East Side, and we still.
It was
didn't know
like
what the
you
hell was
grew
going
up. You're equivalent to like a COVID baby. A 3-year-old
During COVID?
on. Nah,
Like-
not really, because I understood what was going on immediately. As soon as we left school, I knew what was going on.
Oh.
As soon as you went out, because I went to school in the Lower East Side. World Trade Center ain't that far. So when you walked out of my school, nigga, there was smoke everywhere.
Yeah.
Like I was in the Lower
But
East Side.
I mean,
there was
like
smoke.
how the world like kind of changed. Like you came into a
Oh
world
yeah, I
that
don't know.
you
I don't
never
know.
really.
Yeah, like I don't know.
Like I
like,
remember going up to the like in the airport and your car all the way to the terminal.
I've never. I don't know what it is to be in that. Well, I technically do, because I do know
But
what it
you
is.
was like
But
a
I was
baby.
I was like 6, so
Yeah.
it's like I don't really remember because I went to
Yeah.
Texas for a summer before 9/11.
Yeah.
But I don't remember that experience of getting on the plane and stuff. So it's like I have no idea what it is to get on a plane before 9/11. I don't know what security checks was like before. There was no security check.
I mean,
was
they
told.
did.
I was told there was no like real secure, like how it is now. They said it was nothing compared to that. They said the reason why it takes so long now to get on a plane is because of the security shit. They was like people used to show up mad late to get their flights and stuff and would walk be quick because there wasn't so much security stuff on there.
Yeah.
I would never know what that's like. I have no idea what it was like to get on a plane before 9/11. That shit's crazy.
Miss Shanti B, what was your 9/11 experience for you? You told me about it, but I want you to tell the world now and tell the mic too. Don't just tell the space around it.
I just want to say before all of that, like after Nova be speaking, like, damn, we gotta just take in that we just like have been absorbing a lot of shit as we've been living, you know. That was heavy to me when he was talking.
To take a breath.
Yeah, like you gotta take time to take. You gotta. We all have to calm down.
Yes.
Right? Yeah, we all have to calm down.
I was
just like listening to the whole energy of that, and I just want to say first, like we've been on this planet long enough to see so many things happen, and our brains are not designed to really like handle as much trauma as we have, you know, experienced. And that's what makes Black people amazing, because we be dealing with some fucking shit.
Clap it up for your
Like, yeah, like, so, you know, a lot of other cultures may say, oh, y'all can play, y'all don't even know, like, they don't even know, like, we don't even have to fucking do race. We could just be like, yo, I just want a plain apple that's good and it's not rotten. You know what I mean? I want to go to a store that has more than just potato chips and candy. You know what I mean? I don't want to walk 5 or 10 blocks to a Whole Foods and not be able to afford the fruit that day, you know. So it's like, just that experience of being Black is like this little part, and it's just so difficult.
Yeah.
You know, and yeah, I don't want to get too deep in that.
Get deep,
but, you
girl.
know,
Get
but
deep.
like,
This is your platform.
But no. But that hit me when he was just talking about all of that, like, and it just goes to the fact that I was feeling some kind of way before 9/11. Like, damn, we're gonna keep talking about this every fucking, you know, year. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you. That's a feeling. That's a feeling that I feel. I'm like, there's so many other things we should not be forgetting. But why do they choose this? And that's a real feeling. It doesn't mean that I think it's right. I don't, you know, it's just a feeling that I've been feeling, because there's so many things that really matter, and it's like we don't get the right spotlight. And I think this deserves the front, you know, like this always deserves to be remembered, but there's also other things that are just as like damaging that belongs to in a not forgotten space. Yeah, exactly. That could change us and bring us together in love and unity, but they choose not to. But anyway, so
Slavery.
yeah, that was very traumatizing just to know and read that in general. It's crazy.
9/11, never forget, but slavery was so long ago.
Just,
Why
yes,
we
it's
still
a
bring
myth.
it up?
Yeah,
Why
like
we
that's
still-
what they
My
say.
gosh, so long ago.
Yeah.
But 9/11, never forget.
Never forget.
Never.
And you
You should
shouldn't.
never forget.
And you shouldn't ever.
Ever.
You shouldn't ever forget.
You should
Because
never
I remember that
forget.
day very clear.
Tell us about your day. Tell us, please. That's what we here for.
I remember that day. I don't know what I was doing, but I was going to go get my hair done by my aunt downtown.
How was the weather?
The weather was amazing. So I watched the Epicenters, the Spike Lee doc.
Shout out to Spike Lee.
And shout out to my client, Regina Wilson. She's
Yes.
a firefighter on there speaking.
Thank you, Regina, for your services.
Yes.
Thank you.
And when I think about 9/11, I just think about a day that was like one of the most perfect weather. It's the most perfect weather you could ever imagine. When I say perfect weather, like you could have wore anything and been comfortable. Just not a jacket or anything, but you could have wore a sweater and been comfortable. Like it was a really nice day. There was not a cloud in the sky.
What were the white people wearing? Jackets or t-shirts? I don't know, I don't really remember small details, but I know that I was going downtown to get my hair done. I don't know if the first plane went in already, and when I got off the train, the second plane. It was something along that order, because I was able to get on the train to go downtown. Mm-hmm.
And I know I got there at 10
Oh,
when she opened up. So I don't really remember the timeline, but I know I was able to get on the train and go. So I'm down there at 34th Street. I think the second plane hit. I'm down there vulnerable by myself. I'm like 18 years old. Like, and yeah, we're under attack. Like, basically, like, you know, black people be like, nah, ain't nobody fly no motherfucking plane into a building. Like, you could play yourself all you want. It's an accident. We know that shit is some, what did Bush do?
What did Bush do?
Because we was hating him like we hate Trump. He was like, what the fuck did Bush do?
No, I don't think Bush was that bad as Trump. We hit.
We felt the same way.
Not in the beginning.
We did?
No, we
Bush
felt the same
Bush started
way.
fucking up after 9/11.
Yeah,
I started liking Bush after 9/11.
Bush started. That's when he started acting stupid. That's when he's yo, no bullshit. It's like he got elected and he was fine for like the first year, and then 9/11 happened, and he became the stupidest person in the world.
He was fun to watch.
I don't know what happened.
The village idiot.
When they came and told him that the first plane
and he
hit,
kept reading,
and he stopped reading at first, thought about it,
and kept reading.
and was like, Well, the cat said you.
That's
Like,
crazy.
That's
okay, what
crazy.
would you do? What would you do?
I would leave.
You have to be media trained. You have to remember what you have to act like.
Yeah, because
like you have to remember.
Truthfully, looking back on that,
yeah.
that was actually the right thing to do.
That was the right thing to do. Because I would have been like, oh my god.
Bro, he was in a classroom full of kids. There were teachers.
Yeah. What no one knew.
Nobody knew what happened. Except when they whispered it in his ear.
Alright, so
if he would have freaked out and just walked out, they would have been like, what the hell happened?
Hold on though. So you sitting down reading to a 4th grade class right now as we speak.
Mm-hmm.
I come to you right now and say, yo, Nova Man Dog, your crib is on fire. What you gonna do?
No,
that's not the same
thing.
That's not the same thing.
No, you know what's the same thing? Yo, Nova Man Dog, your mom, your whole family is hostage inside of a house, and they're gonna kill him if you don't do this.
No,
I'm pulling the emotion from it. You're helpless.
That's not the same.
No, it isn't the same thing.
Okay, so
it isn't the same thing.
So
because the nigga knew what happened.
Right, and this is what I'm saying.
He knows what happened and what went wrong.
I'm gonna explain why it was the right thing to do.
Okay, go ahead, because I don't think it was the right thing to do. You gotta excuse
yourself.
yourself.
No, it was the right thing.
You gotta think about this.
You are the president.
You have to think about this.
Okay, go ahead.
He is reading a book in front of students.
The book was upside down, so he really wasn't
He
reading.
was reading a book to students.
You have to think about mass hysteria.
Right.
Yes, you have to think about mass hysteria.
You're not thinking like a
He's
smart
on
person.
live television.
He was literally being filmed, bro. He was being filmed reading that class before 9/11 started, nigga.
It's the greatest thing that ever happened in my life.
This is why I'm trying to tell you what he did was actually correct.
The greatest thing that ever happened in my life when Trump said China. That was the greatest thing that ever happened to me in my life.
But yeah, you got to think about it.
When he called it Kung Flu.
They were already filming him going to that classroom that day.
Stop Asian.
9/11 didn't happen yet. The shit happened while he's reading, bro.
That's gangsta.
Oh, I think it was a live TV.
It was live TV, bro. They were filming him reading to the class because it was like, oh, the president's going to the school, blah, blah, blah. They knew, bro, the shit happened live while this man is reading.
I'm sorry, people. And you're not prepped before that kind of... You have to be
There's
prepped
no way,
before that kind
think
of...
about this. Think if you were sitting there reading to that class and they whispered to you, hey, yo, they just flew 2 planes into the Twin Towers. Also, the Pentagon has been attacked as well. You're not going to be like, oh, I'm just going to slightly get up and... No, bro, you would have freaked out.
I'm going to be like...
You would have been like, what
and Cinderella did this and that, and I'm out of here. What the fuck are you talking about? I am the president of the United States. Bro. I have to defend this country. I'm not reading to these dumb kids.
My question.
Half them kids probably didn't graduate.
Yes, they did.
Here's my question.
You're an evil person.
What was he supposed to do?
Excuse himself.
That's what
No. The 9/11 is happening. What is the president going to do? What is the president going to do at that moment?
You got to be ready at all times, bro.
You're not answering the question. What was he supposed to do at that moment? He can't go to Afghanistan at that moment and bomb them. He can't do anything. So why am I rushing to the run? I can't do anything. It already happened. He can't stop. He can't prevent it from happening.
It's very argumentative.
It's not argumentative. That just is
because if somebody come and tell me,
I was telling my story. So let's stop arguing about.
I'm so sorry. Let's stop arguing. Yeah, let's go. Miss Chauncey B.
So yes. So it was perfect weather. I was getting my hair done.
That was a week off, not COVID.
And yeah. So anyway, I just saw mad people come in. Like, it just started off as just regular people migrating, and then everybody was migrating. Like, it was sick.
Were they running?
Like, it was just like, no, they were just walking. At this point, they were walking. And then I started to see the people that like actually, like, I sat there alone because I wasn't gonna, like, I'm the type of person that was too much chaos to go out into. So I actually sat back and watched to see what was happening. And then I started to see the people that actually came from the World Trade Center with the soot or was in that area. So they started walking down. So you started to see more people like that. So after a while, the A train started to work, but it only went express. So it took you all the way uptown. I ran to my brother's school on 110th over there by Central Park, and we took the train to Queens. And we got on the 7. Everybody huddled at my grandmother's house. We took the 7, and we just watched like the fire in the sky from the train. It was sick. It was a sick day. It was a very confusing day. Because it was just like, damn, we mad vulnerable. We don't know what the fuck these motherfucking politicians be doing behind our backs and what kind of beef they got, and what they gonna get us into and shit. Them people just went to work. They just went to work. And now they gotta be in somebody else's beef. That's what we call this in the street. You in somebody else's beef. Like, I think we need to really not, like, you don't have to be super woke, but you gotta understand, like, we are mad vulnerable and fragile. Like, we don't know what this government be doing behind our backs. We don't know what they're doing right now.
Oh, they chilling, trying not to get Trump back.
They trying to get out of it.
It's so funny. I wanted to ask you because they say that this is they're bringing the troops home, and you know, since 9/11 we've been there. It's like the longest tenured war. I'm using tenured today. That's gonna be like the name of this fucking podcast.
Lord.
It's like the longest tenured war. I know you are very averse in these things. How do you feel about finally leaving there? The people, the uprising that's going on over there.
That shit is the funniest
And
shit.
like, how do you think Bush is doing? Because for me, I don't pay a lot of
Bush
attention.
is a little prophetic, yo.
'Cause I seen him
He
sleep.
got some things that he said was gonna happen that actually happened now.
Because I seen him sleep in an interview recently.
Who?
Biden.
Biden. Oh, you was talking about Bush.
He said
Biden. I said Bush. I'm sorry. I meant Biden. How do you think Biden is doing so far? Because I seen him sleep in an interview lately. And speaking of Bush, he's doing great now. Like he has black friends and everything.
Bye. Go to
He's
the
doing
next
great.
stage.
But yeah, how do you feel about all of that going on? This is all like following up this 9/11 stuff, like the
You know
longest
what?
tenured war and everything. Like I'm not a person. Yeah, I'm not a political person. Like I know the stuff that's going on. Trump was my favorite thing because he made me watch.
Shut the hell up. You
When he
can't
said
say
Kung
that
Flu, China, he was great.
He's the comic.
Oh my God, comedic
Oh,
guy.
Vibecast.
Oh my God, comedic
Oh.
genius. But how do you feel about all that stuff going on right now? You the political.
I don't know. I'm not political in that sense.
Are you happy
about
that they come to
international relations. I think they're gonna make a mess.
They already made a mess.
Yeah,
They
I
should
think
have
they
never
made a
won.
mess. Yeah.
By them going, they fucked everything up.
Yeah. It's just like okay, like this is how I feel. We could use this perfect example: Britney Spears and her father and his conservative. How you say it? Conservative shit. So no, listen. Britney was fucking crazy before her father. Let's all say that to be true, right? Britney was crazy before her father. She was just a crazy girl. She was just crazy.
She wasn't crazy. She wasn't crazy.
She
wasn't.
was
She got
kid in the front of the. Y'all don't think that's
the
crazy?
media made her crazy. They was telling people what
Okay,
she was.
she was
They were
crazy and had
All right,
nothing to do with her father,
all right,
right?
let's argue. Let's say
Yeah,
that.
they were
That's what.
following her.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
what- yeah,
So
that's
she
for
was
another
crazy,
thing.
but it had nothing to do with her father,
Okay,
right?
that's for another conversation.
No. But it had nothing to do with her father,
Right.
right? So now y'all made me lose my thought.
I'm sorry.
What was I
They're
saying?
saying it had nothing to do with her father
Yeah.
in the beginning, but then once her father took over, he then started to terrorize her.
Yeah, and then he started to terrorize her, right? So everything got mixed up. Now everybody wants her free, and now she's free. So then she got like a little case that got dismissed, whatever. But what I'm trying to say is like that's that dynamic that's happened over there. It's like you wasn't supposed to be there in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're there. It got messy because it was messy before you came. Then you sent somebody, and it's messy. You sent those troops, and it got messier. It got so messy that you needed it. Like she needed her father to fucking take care of her. They needed it because it's now like a dysfunctional relationship. And we've been over there, and now you're pulling that away. So everything that was is deformed now. Like everything, they completely fucked it up. You took like,
They basically.
you never, like he said, it should have never been there in the first place.
They fucked up their own. They fucked up their government. America went there, fucked their whole shit up, tried to make them America by giving them democracy. Nigga, democracy is not meant for that area.
No.
You can't just go some. That's like me coming from
And
home. That's like me
then-
being in Manhattan. I walk to Brooklyn and be like, I run this shit now. Y'all gotta do what I say.
Yeah.
You want to know something that's so funny?
can't do that.
on this show. We have been comparing everything to things that we think it is, and none of it is true.
What?
Like our comparisons have been terrible today. I don't know if it's because of the weed. It has been terrible.
But it haven't.
All of our comparisons to things have been terrible today.
But
it
because
makes great
it's
TV.
personal.
Yeah.
It's personal. I'm trying to get you to understand it. Some people might not just feel it, but some people will.
Nah, they shouldn't have. Basically, America should have never went over there.
Give Biden a rating right now his presidency from 1 to 10.
Oh man, I don't even know he exists.
Say it, so that's a 0.
I don't pay attention.
Yeah,
Biden
I don't
rating
even
10.
know he
I
exists.
don't pay
Like,
attention.
all it is this COVID now, and I'm just confused.
I'm just trying to
And
get my
yeah,
money.
Who's the governor
what?
of New York?
It's
The
a lady.
lady, what's her
The lady.
name? Mm-hmm.
I don't know her name.
And the lieutenant governor,
It's
he's
like,
from Harlem.
isn't it like 80 something?
Something like that.
Things are changing so fast. Things are changing so fast. We all have to just stay on our paths.
Yeah.
Stay on our paths and live your truths and stay on your journey because things are changing. People are changing. COVID ain't going nowhere. So I'm tired of everybody saying, well, maybe next year. No, my G. This is here to stay. Okay? Stay masked up. Get vaccinated if you choose whatever you have to do to stay safe. Be with your family. Be with your friends. And stay loved up and peaced up and blessed up, bro. And pray for other people. That's a very powerful thing that a lot of people don't talk about. Pray for somebody else. Because if you have other people praying for you, it helps. Right, Miss Shanti B?
Yeah.
Did I go spiritual on these motherfuckers?
Yep.
That's how we doing it around
Dope
here.
is looking at you.
What's up, Nipsey? Nipsey's in the building, guys.
He is very sad.
He's very sad because he's in his cage.
Sad boy.
Speaking of sad, let's stay sad. I want to say rest in peace to Michael K. Williams.
Yeah.
R.I.P. my guys.
Rest in peace to him. He was one.
You don't clap for a rest in peace.
No, I want to give him his hands and his flowers
Oh.
right now. So I'm clapping for him as a person. I
Mm-hmm.
want to give him his flowers. He was one of our greats. He was openly gay, right? Wasn't he? I thought he was actually gay in real life, right? Pansexual like that?
But whatever.
Yeah, so he lived his truth.
I heard that. That's allegedly. I don't know.
It's alleged, but I just want to say, living his truth like that, being who you are, not being scared. He was in The Wire, being like that. Most people would have turned that down. You know what I'm saying? Turned down having to kiss another man, beat around, and he made that the most gangster character that we've seen on TV since, right? Well, I don't know how y'all feel about Power and Ghost, but don't laugh at Power.
That shit trash.
Oh shit! The 50 Cent joint is horrible.
Nah,
It's like, I don't know if I'm watching Raising
he was a cool dude. I met him like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, that's Michael K. Williams.
Michael K. Williams. Really nice.
Lovecraft Country is one of the best shows running right now. They got renewed, so doing it without him, I don't know.
That guy right. He's a real ass nigga. Like he's a New York dude. Like
Yeah.
it's very
Okay.
his character died. No, the son.
Well, I mean-
the son died.
The son died.
The son died. He didn't die.
He didn't
No, the son died.
Remember, he pulled the son off the thing. The son was dead.
That's why I said I don't know how they're gonna do without him right now. But oh man,
They'll figure it out. But yeah,
I want to give him his flowers. That man was
that's
amazing.
a real
man.
New Yorker. Like
He was
that-
amazing. He loved hip hop as
Son,
well.
He was a real New Yorker. Like the times that I've seen him, it was always like in events. So it was just like he loves to dance. Like that nigga dances. Like he's a house music dude. Like he's like when I say he's a real New Yorker, he's a real like New Yorker. Like he partied when New York was New York.
Word.
So he was around during hip hop. He was around during the house music era. So it's like he's ingrained in he was ingrained in music, but he's an actor. Like he's known in the music scene, but for dancing. So it's like he was such like a genuine person. Like he when you meet him, he's him.
Yeah.
Like the same way
Always
he
lived
is,
his
the
truth.
same way he was, like the same way he is, like
So
you see
much
him
respect.
in interviews or like
Mhm.
stuff. That's how he was in person. Like he's a regular ass dude. He don't care. He'll see you on street. Oh hey, oh my
I
god,
wonder
like
what
it
he
was
was played
good.
by, man.
You was a big fan of his, and you always dive deep in celebrity death. You get sad, like you really dive deep in it. How did this one make you feel? Because this one was kind of big. It wasn't as big as Black Panther, right? I think
Chadwick.
Chadwick was a little bit bigger because of the role.
Because of the
No,
Black
Chadwick.
Yeah,
Chadwick
right?
I think Chadwick was bigger because nobody knew what was going on. So it was a sudden thing.
But this guy was also
This was
like a overdose,
He died
right?
from an overdose. So it was like that happens. Chadwick, nobody knew he had cancer at all. Nobody.
Even
He
though
knew
he
he
did
was
look,
like,
even though he did look
yeah.
bad in that Bridge movie. But how did this Michael K. Williams continue to give him his flowers? How did it make you feel?
I mean, I was shocked at first, and then I'm like, damn, like drugs. Fuck. You know what I mean? Like, damn, that's an unfortunate way to die. You know, sometimes you want to just think about death like, shit, I hope I die, like, with honor or something. you know, to just die from like an unfortunate situation. Like that's fucking unfortunate to sit there and take something that you would, you know, like that's unfortunate.
And
So
it's crazy because I loved how you said it because it's like he deserved a better death.
Yeah. He did. That shit is whack. You know, especially when that thing going around, the dose of fentanyl is like little. Like that's unfortunate. That's very unfortunate. And then you know you have some people out here who could probably survive that shit. Their body won't do nothing. It's for some reason his body reacted to that.
Same way once he got Mac Miller. Fentanyl and drugs. Taking one thing and then they put something else in it.
Shout out to Mac Miller too. That was our guy. We always watch his Tiny Desk, right? Shout out to Mac Miller. Miss you, brother.
Yeah, when I seen that shit come across time, I'm like, what? Huh?
Yeah, it was like a shock.
That shit caught me off guard. Like someone was like, R.I.P. Michael K. Williams. I'm like,
what? Yeah,
what?
That was crazy.
Like he was just, son just did the DMX right.
Yeah.
DMX just died. He just did the DMX right.
Yeah, he did it good.
I'm like, yo, that's nuts.
Rest in peace, DMX.
And I just, you know, let's keep our mental health because sometimes we turn to drugs and stuff like that. I know we smoke weed here, but this is a spiritual thing for us. But some people, they just dive deep into drugs. They get hooked, and sometimes it's just that one hit, and then you can't control it anymore. So it's like, you know, if you need help, seek help. Find somebody you can talk to about it if you're having a problem. I had a couple of friends. I have one friend that from a drug overdose. It's pretty real.
So we want to send our thoughts, our prayers, our love to Michael K. Williams and his family. We are giving you your flowers. You deserve them when you were here, and you definitely deserve them when you are not. You are loved and you are missed, and man, what a way. And speaking of mental health, because Miss Shanti B is like the perfect person to speak about mental health, it's actually back to school time for the kids, right? Yes, let's get these kids the hell up out of here, right?
I feel like seeing your kids sit around after a while was like having a bum ass nigga that don't pay no rent.
Damn, bro.
Your bum ass best friend.
Bum ass best friend of your cousin. Like, girl, you never pay bills. You just sitting around.
But
that's how it feels after a while. They gotta go to school. Just keep your mask on and do the right thing.
But speaking of mental health, because for me, I feel like kids going back to school now in the new world that we live in, because this is a new world, right? Like it's their mental is not all the way there. Like their focus is not there because they actually have to focus on so much: wearing a mask, being pressured to take the vaccinations, you know, seeing their parents not being able to go to work.
Teenagers are always more stressed than adults.
Exactly. So with all that stress, like it's mental health, and then not only that, but trying to dress the part, look the part. And you said something to me the other day. You was like the people with the most likes are the ones that's the most destructive in their heads, the people who would most likely commit suicide and things like that.
I noticed the people who have more likes, especially from knowing some of them personally, and you be like, damn, this bitch get a lot of likes, but when I meet her, she's so unhappy. Very sad. It's very sad, and I'm like, there's a pattern to that. And I had to tell my daughter, I was like, yo, so like, you gotta stay off of that shit. Stop thinking that you less than. I said, them bitches will self-mutilate their whole body to look a certain way. Yep. They don't even know it's like mutilating yourself. You know, you Botox and you're only 25.
Claremont twins.
Yeah, like I'm like so confused. Like, why are you doing Botox? Like y'all are gonna look crazy. Like the girls with the eyelashes, the lace fronts, and they're only like 17. By the time like they 30, they're not gonna have any hair on their eyelashes because it's gonna stop trying to grow because you done suffocated their follicles. You suffocated your hair follicles. That shit ain't gonna grow. They're gonna look like shaved chickens.
With big butts.
Yeah, and them shits is gonna drop, and they're not gonna know them shits gonna be exploding and causing infections in their body, and they're gonna be like, I don't have enough money to fix it.
Well, I think that we should pay way more attention to our kids.
Working on your body.
Normalize paying attention to our kids, knowing the signs of mental health for your kids. Asking more questions.
I'm gonna take Nipsey out.
Talk to your damn kids.
Ask more questions. Thank you.
Talk to your damn kids, bro.
Talk to. Let them niggas know.
Y'all niggas don't talk to your kids at all. Y'all don't know nothing about your
Sorry,
kids. You don't know what your
guys.
kids are into, what they like.
Right.
Like, talk to your kids.
Right.
Nipsey's in
Talk
the building.
talk to your kids. I think we should normalize
Sit.
also asking more questions to our
Sit.
kids.
Sit.
And think Nipsey's in the building, you
Sit.
guys.
Nipsey's in the building, you guys. He was too hot in his
In his cage, and
Sit.
now he wants to lick on Nova.
Sit.
Isn't this a great thing for us?
Mhm.
This is beautiful. What's up, Nipsey? But anyway, yeah, normalize asking your kids questions and being more involved in their life. I think another way to do it is to, I think, change the role models in your kids' life. Don't let them look at the Instagram models and all of those kind of people and make them role models when you can actually introduce more role models to them. Talk to them about different heroes and people in our community. You know, talk to them more about, oh, hey, did you ever hear about such and such? Who was the first black dancer, whoever did, you know, things like that. And you change the role models in kids and make them say, oh man, she did that, maybe I could do that.
Yeah.
Instead of saying, oh look, she got pink hair, I want to get pink hair. Oh
Yeah.
look, she got braids, I want to get. So I think adding role
I think
models
it's good to have like inspiration, but I guess that's where it starts in the first thing of parenting is being able to teach your kids who to learn from.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So it's very important that approach to parenting, like, because if you don't, your kid will get lost in what the world wants from them instead of like what's expected of them.
And please let y'all kids be fucking individuals.
Yeah.
Stop trying to make y'all kids who y'all want them to be.
Yeah.
Like, I understand you're a parent, but it's like, dude, your kid is your kid. They're gonna be who they want to be.
Yeah.
You can't force them to be who you want them to be.
Yeah.
That shit, that's gonna actually backfire on them.
Yeah.
In most cases, a lot of parents try to, oh, you have to do this, and you have to be like, it's like, dude, that's not even, I don't even like doing that.
Mm.
I really don't even want to do that.
Yeah.
Like, let your kid make decisions.
Yeah.
A lot of parents make the decisions for their kids at a time where your kid needs to learn how to make their own decisions.
Yeah.
The only time I make decisions for my kids is it's gonna be Batman shoes or Nikes because niggas be broke.
Woo.
Batman
You
shoes.
still
They do
sell
the
those?
same
They
thing.
still
They're
sell
not
them shit. So
Payless
I swear,
Bring back Payless.
when I have a kid, if my kid wants to light up shoes, I'm gonna buy whatever you want to wear, bro.
That's true.
You gotta wear them. I'm not wearing the light up shoes.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm wearing the light up.
Nah, if they had some light up shoes,
Yeah, the
LA
LA Gears. The
Oh
LA
my
Gears.
God.
Oh,
they still make
man.
them.
I know.
LA Gears still be
I
made.
will
That's
definitely wear
fire.
those. With the LA Gears suit, like
Yeah.
That'd be
Throwback
fire.
90s,
with
the
a
black and silver
ponytail,
joint.
yes. You
That'd
do that
be
for
hard.
That'd be
Halloween.
fire.
That'd be hard.
Yes,
That'd
we
be
can all
fire.
get dressed up like we a part of
British Knights fit.
Yeah.
Oh,
Remember the
we should all get
British
dressed up.
Knights?
Remember the British Knights?
Oh,
The
British
BKs?
Knights?
We should all get dressed up like we're
Yo,
going to
that'd be
like a
hilarious.
Spike Lee fucking.
That would be funny.
Yo.
If I could find a pair of British Knights in my side,
If
I
you
would
could find a
cop them.
sweatsuit for British Knights,
I will cop that shit.
I'll pay for it.
That shit.
Find it. I'll
I'ma
pay for
find
it.
it.
I
I'ma
swear to
find
God.
it. British Knights.
What you want to be? You said for Halloween. What you said?
I said we could all dress up like something from a Spike Lee, like a film.
Like
Do
90s?
the right thing or something.
That'd be
Yeah.
hard.
That'd be hard.
That'd be hard.
But where do you find 90s clothes like that?
You just gotta,
Online, bro.
yeah, online.
Thrift stores.
Yeah.
I could go buy a Jackie Robinson jersey. I'm good. And wear some J's.
Yo, where they sell? They got that same Jackie Robinson that Spike Lee had.
Yes, bro. That's
Yo,
the
I
only.
think
That's
that'd
the
be
only
fire.
Jackie Robinson.
Mm.
That's the original.
No, we gonna have to talk
Blue
about this
letters.
Halloween thing.
Blue, yeah, we should do that.
Yo,
I'm down.
that's gonna be fire.
Cause I'll dress up as Mookie.
That would be
I'll
dope.
get, cause I can get I'll get Shamgar to make the pizza shirt.
Yeah, that
Oh
would be
yeah,
dope.
yeah.
I'll
That'd
get
be dope.
Shamgar to make it.
That'd be dope.
That'd be
That'd
hard.
be fire.
Yeah.
Yo, we are
And
showing
that'd be
our
Rosie
age.
Perez.
That'd be fire.
Rosie Perez.
Yo, you gonna be
Yo.
dancing?
Nipsey think we playing with him. Get out of here.
Get outta here.
But yeah, back to school. You know, good luck to all the kids this year.
Yeah.
Stop bullying our kids. and all
Yeah,
that
stop
stuff.
bullying people.
That shit
Before I
ridiculous.
come bully you.
And that's where I was going next because
Bullies
you
become
stole.
bullies.
No, not the bully, but your
Oh.
man Steve who
Steve.
apologized
My man Steve
because
came back.
you were the Blues Clues baby, right?
Yes.
How do you
Blues
feel
was
about this? You
It
were
was
the Blues
fire. It
Clues
was
baby.
dope.
What, you
shed a
missed
tear.
him?
Shed a tear.
You shed a tear,
Shed a tear.
loser.
I like it because it's like, yo, that shit is like, it's crazy. Like, I just had a birthday, bro. Like I'm 20. Like I'm 29.
Yeah. Ooh, you telling people your age? Is that your real age or your celebrity age?
That's my real age. That's my real age. I was born in '92. Come on, baby. But yeah, like that shit, like is like niggas is old, bro. Like it's certain things. Like every day I found myself saying, like, yo, damn, I'm old, bro. Like you see a kid that you knew, like when they was a baby and they freaking going to college, you like, God damn, I'm old.
Facts.
It's certain things, and it was like collectively, like as kids, we all, that was like a moment for like everybody from like my era. Yeah. So it was like we all watched that, like we might not have watched it at the same time, but we all had the same kind of reaction. We're like, yo, damn, I didn't know I needed that. Like you did, like we didn't know we needed to see that nigga, and for him to like be like, you know, like it's closure. Yeah. We don't get closure.
Wait, so when he apologized, he apologized for ghosting?
He wasn't apologizing.
What he said?
It was basically like hey, like I know me leaving was like abrupt. Like it was an abrupt thing, and it changed a lot. Like I changed a lot from me doing that. I know you guys changed a lot.
I don't know what happened at that time.
So he went to college. Oh. He actually went to college. He literally went to he just went away. Like,
see, I wasn't into that stuff. I was more Rugrats, you know.
Yeah, because you wasn't. That's because you wasn't.
Yeah, I was older. Like, yeah.
I'm staying home watching that shit. So it was like, but yeah, it was basically more of a like, yo, like. Shit, like we grew, like we grow, we have to change, like life change, and like look at it, like I'm crazy, like it's crazy, like I'm proud of you, and it was just like, damn, bro, like niggas is old, bro.
Yeah,
that's dope.
It was closure, like you know, like it's like one of your favorite shows, like one of your favorite shows is like if Fresh Prince went off and you never saw Will Smith again.
Hold on.
And then Will Smith comes back.
Hold on. You be stealing all my shit because I wanted to ask Shanti B.
Like what show
who would have to come back and apologize to you for leaving you in the 90s on all your great TV shows?
Like just imagine Fresh Prince goes off and you never heard of Will Smith ever again.
I feel like Martin owes me an apology.
They ain't they coming back with the show?
No. I feel like Martin owes me an apology. You know why? Because that was the greatest. That was the greatest show.
That I feel like
yes, you do. Martin should owe you. No, Martin don't owe me an apology. You know who owe me a fucking apology? Gina owed me an apology.
Gina was getting me too.
I don't give a yo. First off, we all knew Martin was crazy back in those days. So whatever he was doing, she could have put that shit to the side. Come on, it wasn't that bad.
Nope, we're not doing that. No, can't do that.
Why?
No, you cannot do that.
Why?
Don't do that. Don't do that, because I'm gonna call you a hypocrite.
Oh my God.
Don't do that, because I'm gonna call you a hypocrite.
Give me the example.
So you telling me right now that you're saying, oh, it's fine, we knew Martin was crazy, so that he could just, that's exactly how you say it. So him sexually harassing us cool?
No, he didn't. It wasn't cool.
But that's what you just said, though.
No, I said they couldn't.
No. That's not what you said. You said we all knew Martin was crazy. She should have just pushed it to the side. That's not what. That's exactly what you said. And then
I also followed up with they could have stopped it.
And they did, which is what they did. So how does she need to apologize?
She needs to apologize to me.
She don't need to apologize. Martin should be the one apologizing.
You should shut the hell up before you get canceled.
You about to get canceled. You about to cancel yourself, dog.
I'm tired of no more Asian hate, no more Me Too, no more Black Lives. I'm tired of everything.
Notice how Andrew Yang has disappeared.
Where's Yang?
Yeah, he don't come to the Bronx anymore.
Where's Yang? He was one of my favorite guys.
I told you he wasn't going to win.
Yeah.
I told you. That dude, he was terrible. He tried to be president, remember? He got like 0.9%. That nigga had to drop out.
I liked Yang.
Nah, that man didn't. That nigga said he was going to the Bronx on the A train.
Yo, don't do that to him.
He dead seriously got on the A train and said he was going to the Bronx.
You think he was at the Locks battle with Dipset?
Oh no, I think he was on the
He was,
chat.
He was on the thing, right?
Chat, yeah. He was terrible, yeah.
Who won that battle?
Unfortunately, the Locks went off a performance, Dipset went off the songs.
Who won that battle?
Leave me alone.
Like we know because
I'm asking the question.
Because I'm gonna just be truthful. Watching it had me angry. It had me angry because I'm from Harlem and I know Cam was angry. Cam was angry the whole time. Cam was pissed. That's why you think he's doing his rebrand. You see Cam's rebrand, right? You see the rebrand?
I thought it was a joint tour coming.
He opened up J. Cole's album.
It's supposed to be. I don't think that joint tour will happen no more.
It's not happening no more?
I don't think so. Not after this shit. Did you see that shit? Did you see the way Joelson was acting, bro?
Who you got in Fat Joe versus Ja Rule?
Joe.
Who you got in Fat Joe versus Ja Rule?
I'm taking the Bronx, nigga. I know where my loyalty.
What would
My
it be
loy-
without you?
My loyalty
And I'm from
resides with the
Queens. I'm
people that
from
I know.
Queens,
I
so-
know Joe.
You wanna know
I'm
what's
taking
crazy?
Joe.
I'm from Queens. I'm
What-
gonna put Queens on the map.
I'm going with Rule, bro. And I love Joe. I no. Listen,
Who got
though.
hits?
bro.
He
Yo,
changed. He
yeah.
changed his.
Yo, listen.
Please don't forget, Fat Joe has that trump card.
What, the pun song?
Any pun song that he's on.
Yeah, but it's not. He's not on a pun song that's gonna hit you with. That's gonna hit you crazy.
Like,
Except the Italy.
Living up you without my baby.
Twins is killing anything he can play.
I know, but when
Twins is killing anything.
when Ja
can
pull
play.
out Mesmerize, it's
That's gonna be
over. It's over. The fight's over. That.
Yeah. That R. Kelly, the R. Kelly,
Yo,
that R. Kelly, though. He might not be able to play that.
the only thing that
He might not be able to play
He made
Mesmerize.
us feel something back in the
He
day.
may not be able to play Mesmerize.
Ja made me feel something back in the day.
I think Ja wins in a close one only because
It's gonna be close.
It's gonna be close.
It's gonna be.
I think Ja
close
wins
as
because lean back is a point.
Lean back is automatic.
And
All the way up is an automatic.
All the way up is up, and the other song with Joe got Flo Joe is up. Flo Joe is hard. If you bring that out, it's hard.
Wheezy.
Oh yeah,
Make It Rain?
That's
Make
a
It
point.
Rain, that's a point.
See, but that's like
This-
5 songs.
I'm
Ja got like
bro.
25. He's going crazy. You have to bring 50 out for Ja. There's no other way.
And I'm from New York.
They both
Oh,
they both got
New York.
They both
They both
got
got
that.
New York.
But whose is better?
Well, it's Ja Rule's song.
It's Ja Rule's song, but Joe's verse was way better than
Yeah,
Joe's.
of course.
Way better.
It's Joe. Joe's a
Joe's
beast.
a beast.
Okay, so we'll see.
Oh man, are you tuning in?
Hell yeah, that's
When
gonna
is
be
it? What
one
day
that I
is
do
it?
too.
I can't look. I don't even know the date. You gotta check the date.
No,
All
I have to watch that.
I just know that Joe.
I'm gonna get
Joe
you
Joe's
a
my
was.
guy.
drink and some weed and
Joe's my,
chill.
I'm probably gonna be at work most likely. I already know that.
Me too.
Damn.
I'm always at work during verses. Because they be doing it on like a Wednesday and
Yeah,
Thursday.
it's
It's
so
like it's no
weird.
more weekends. I need a
But-
Sunday or a
Yeah,
Saturday.
because that's the industry's day to party. They do
Yeah.
weekdays.
Nah, definitely Joe. This is gonna be great. I can't wait.
The real question is, are you tuning in? Anyway,
That was weird.
we wrapping this up because I want to eat. I'm hungry. It's hot, and I gotta take MC out for a walk.
That nigga look like he going back to sleep.
He's
probably-
always going
He's
back
always
to
going back to sleep.
He knows it's time to go for a walk. He goes to sleep. He's like a kid.
You wanna go for a walk? He said,
Anyways, we want to
Go
thank
outside?
everybody. We want to thank everybody for tuning in. We want to thank for everybody for listening on Spotify and all the other DSPs out there. I don't know all of them. Name them. Tidal,
I don't know.
whatever.
There's a lot of-
He puts them up on the DSP. So all the DSPs, thanks for listening.
It'll be a link.
Thank you for watching YouTube, please. All the YouTube people, to tune in to see the most beautiful Miss Shanti B. You know what I'm saying?
Swag,
Hip hop's
swag.
own
Swag.
Nova Man Dog, and me, of course, your host with all the moves and the toasts. I am the host.
Do you have butter on you? Because if you just toast, it will be very dry.
Dry.
Okay.
I don't even have an outro anymore because y'all doubt my
Nah,
outro.
do it.
No,
Do it.
I'm not doing
You
the
have to
outro
do it.
anymore. I'm
You
not
have to
doing
do
it.
You have to.
Thank you for tuning in.
You can't end it
This
like that.
is the True Vibe Crew.
Please end it.
I am yo Honcho. This is Nipsey. This is Shanti B. This is Nova Man Dog. Thank you for tuning in.
Close it out.
Good in, get out.
Please close it out properly.
You close it out. Then you
Close
say
it
it.
out.
I'm getting
You
the
have to
fuck
say
out of
it.
here.
You have to say it.
Fine. If you have one wish, what would it be? Take my advice. If you have one wish for world peace.
You always wish for more wishes.
Well, you just ask the genie every time I come out for the first wish for more genies.
Screw you guys.
You can just get more genies. You just
More
wish for more
genies.
genies.
You can't
And
wish for
each
more
genie, you
genies.
just have 3.
Screw you guys.
Every first wish is for more genies.
I'm used to counting money in the crib, but my mama talking